It's Thursday, the 20th of October, 2016. Good morning and welcome to today's United Kingdom talk. It's like 20, what's the time now? It's coming up to 25 past 9. I actually woke up this morning at 8 o'clock and I thought, I'll just give it 15 minutes and I'll get up early today. And you kind of turn over and then it's 9 o'clock, isn't it? The time disappears. I think it's because on Wednesday night I finish early at work. I finished at 10:30. Did the quiz night last night at the King's Head Theatre Bar. Every Wednesday, quiz night at the King's Head Theatre Bar, Upper Street in Islington, 8:30 to 10:30. So I got back here and last night I felt quite peckish on the way home. But I've been very, very good recently, boys and girls. In the last few weeks, I've barely touched my beloved Walker's cheese and onion grab-sized bag crisps. I've had hardly any of those. And I've also stopped eating the Galaxy chocolate that I seem to suddenly... I went mad on this stuff for a couple of months, actually. The lovely taste of Galaxy chocolate. Far superior to the Cadbury's. Now, the Cadbury's people say they haven't done anything different. But it certainly tastes different to me, the Cadbury's chocolate. Does it you? I don't know what they've done to it. But anyway, so the Galaxy chocolate. And Mary bought me in a bar on Monday to the karaoke, which I have there. And I can't buy a chocolate. I will have that later. Oh, no. Got to unwrap it and look for the Willy Wonka golden ticket. Has anyone found one of those yet, dear? The Willy Wonka golden ticket. We can't find it. Maybe it's not in a Galaxy bar, is it? Anyway, I do like Galaxy chocolate, but I've managed to stop eating that. I was having a bar a day. It was ridiculous. And as a couple of people mentioned, watch out for diabetes. We don't want diabetes. If you've got that and you have to stick the needles in you, oh no, I couldn't be doing any of that, dear. Oh, by the way, you may notice I'm sporting my BBC One colour T-shirt today, as given to me by the lovely Ray Reynolds for the 11-year anniversary of United Kingdom Talk, which passed just a few weeks ago, boys and girls. Oh yes, I think for the 12-year anniversary, we might all go out to dinner somewhere. I think that's quite an... Oh, can I just blow my nose? Just a moment, please. Yes, I quite like the idea of going out... lots of people going out to dinner somewhere. We need to arrange it. Our great arranger, the great Wendy Young and Adam, I shall leave that in their hands. It's all right, won't be anything expensive. We're not talking... Well, we're probably not talking about the Hilton Hotel in London. Or somewhere like that. More likely the Toby Carvery, where it's only £6 each. That's an idea. So, I wonder, actually, waking up at 8 o'clock, that probably seems quite late to you. I know a lot of people get up at 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning to get to work and what have you. And I wonder, if I ever stopped doing the jobs that I do, that finish reasonably late, and not as late as they used to, but nevertheless, generally I'm finishing at 11, 12, 2 o'clock in the morning. I suppose if I stopped doing those things, eventually I'd return to normal time zones, wouldn't I? I could get up every morning at 7 o'clock and do a breakfast show. We could sit here for 2 hours chatting away, boys and girls. Oh, every morning at 7 o'clock. Just imagine hearing my pretty little voice at 7 o'clock in the morning as you try and open your eyes. Oh, no, there's a bit of crust on my eye. Let me just pull that off. It won't open. And oh, yes. And you've just got it open and then you hear my voice. Wouldn't that want to make you bounce out of bed, eh? One thing that won't be bouncing us out of bed, but nevertheless is very good news is the great Tony Blackburn is back on the BBC. Oh, yes. Not on BBC One Colour, but nevertheless, he's going back on Radio 2 in January, I believe, with a Friday night show. I wonder if that would be a soul show. I do hope so. And he's back on BBC Radio London with his usual soul show on Sundays at 12 o'clock. Now, I'm not quite sure when he starts back on BBC Radio London, but at last, someone has seen sense at the BBC and realised, of course, there's no apology. These people never apologise. Organisations never, ever apologise, do they? There's no apology being given. It's just that he's back on there. So I'm so pleased for Tony Blackburn. And he's got all those other new jobs as well. Thames Radio, Red Dragon Radio in Wales, what's the other one? KMFM in Kent, who all supported him through this time of trouble, you know, which there shouldn't have been a time of trouble because there was nothing, no wrongdoings. But I'm very pleased to tell you that. You probably noticed already. Tony Blackburn back on the BBC. Tony Blackburn, Radio London. Yes, the Soul Show is returning. So that's that. Did anyone see the Donald and Hilary show last night? I haven't seen that yet. There's a little message in this morning's Daily Mail. It says, the Donald rocks the final TV debate with Hillary Clinton in Vegas by refusing to promise to accept the US election result as the bad-tempered 90 minutes begins and ends without a handshake. Have you ever seen anything like what's going on there? It is shocking. The pair of them are shocking. And what a choice. What an awful choice that the American people have got. There are lots of other people that you could vote for, but I have a feeling, I hate to say it, no disrespect to the Liberal Democrats, but it's a bit like voting for the Liberal Democrats in the way that our election works here. You know, first horse past the post wins. Therefore, I'm afraid that I personally think I vote for the Lib Dems, the Greens, UKIP, anyone like that. It's a bit of a waste of time because they're never going to get in. You see, it's either going to be the well, I honestly don't see Labour winning anymore. The way they're in turmoil, you know, split down the middle like that. There is only one party to vote for at the moment, and that's not good. I don't think it's good. You know, you need an opposite in there. There needs to be at the moment. I don't think there's a choice. It's terrible. But I hope what's happened in the States is not going to happen here. I mean, can you see Theresa May and Jeremy Corbyn rowing like that on a TV show? I can't see it. On the other hand, looking the way a lot of people are now, that the aggression and the anger that a lot of people seem to have now out in the street or indeed in pubs or anything like that tends to spill over, doesn't it? Does that spill over? Could we see something like that? Theresa? I mean, has Theresa been deleting her emails? A naughty old girl? I doubt that very much. But can you see them on a TV show in a slanging match like Donald and Hillary? I can't see it somehow. I think it's dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Anyway, hopefully I'll see a little bit of that on the news later on and we can all sit there and have a laugh. It's the show that just keeps giving, isn't it? It's better than any reality show that you've ever seen. Big Brother, The X Factor, maybe the pair of them. But that's what we could do. That's what we could do. When it comes to... It's too late for the Americans to do this now. But when we get to the next election, whenever that would be, a good time for her to go to an election would be now, actually, because there's no one against her. But nevertheless, when we get to the next election, we could have it like an X Factor, couldn't we? Maybe not have those waste of space judges who are, but one of them's looking very drunk or off her head. Obviously, I cannot say which one. Are they drunk, the X Factor judges at the moment? One of them. Is that person... Okay, I'll narrow it down, shall I? Is she drunk or off her head? Because it's a bit like this. It's terrible how you can have people on the telly like that, dear. You know. Not like me. Normal here. My BBC One colour tip. Good morning, this is BBC One colour. I love this t-shirt. Thank you, Ray Reynolds. Are they all drunk on there? Anyway, I don't think we'll have the judges. Maybe we can have a couple of people summing up. So they could come on the stage... Please welcome Theresa May. And then we'll have some music on as she comes down. I don't know, what could you have for Theresa May? Da, da, blue is the colour. Da, 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 da. And she's just like... And then they have to sing a song. Theresa May and Jeremy Corbyn would have to sing a song of their choice. Okay? And then we all vote. We all vote on televoting. We could all vote for our favourite song. And, of course, we would have to get the warning, you know, that calls cost £1.25 a minute. Calls from a mobile are considerably more expensive. Please do not call after 10 o'clock as your call may not be counted and you may still be charged. Yes, we could vote. Well, that could be just one thing. I don't think we should vote. We should have the entire general election on just one song. They would then have to perform like tasks, like It's a Knockout. They could go around like assault courses or dress up as big clowns. Oh no, maybe not clowns. What is going on with that clown business? People frightening elderly people by knocking on their windows dressed in a clown mask. A lot of people think I've got a clown mask on now. No, this is just actually how I look. This is very natural. Oh, I don't know if I should tell you this. Someone... yes, I will not reveal their name, but someone I know has recently had injections in the face. Oh, yes, yes. They've had injections in the face. And, just a moment. Oh, I haven't pushed my button. Never mind. And only the other day, said person popped round to my house and said, do I look any different? And I'm like, no. Except one side of the face appeared to be puffed out, dear. We don't want injections in the face. Wouldn't it be awful if said person came round, at some point, looking like Jackie Stallone, dear? Oh, God, do you remember her? What did she look like? Great big puffed out face like that. Anyway, I don't know how we got onto that subject. Oh, yes, we're talking about Theresa May. Yes, so they need to have dressed up in something and like go around an assault course, and that could be something else. And then, I don't know, maybe we could get them to write an item of poetry, and both read it out, and then we vote on the favourite poet. I think that's how we should do the general election, because no one's listening to the politics anymore. All they want is people. All they want is celebrities. That's what they want from celebrities. I could do the job of Dermot O'Leary. Oh yeah, I think he's very good at his job, Dermot O'Leary. Does a Radio 2 show as well, doesn't he? Come on, please welcome our first contestant, Mr. Jeremy Corbyn. And Jeremy Corbyn could come down in that old brown suit of his, dear. Oh, God, has it ever been ironed, dear? God's sake, man. Do you know how to dress? Jeez, bloomin' hell. And then he could come and sing. I wonder what song Jeremy Corbyn would sing. I know. He would sing, I think he would do something like Wandering Star. I was born under a wandering star. What do you reckon? And Theresa May, she would come on and she would sing something like, I feel pretty, oh so pretty, I feel pretty and witty and glad. Da 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 da. Are you liking this idea? I may put this as what's that thing you said? As a suggestion. As a suggestion. And then if we get 100,000 signatures, they will have to discuss this in Parliament, boys and girls. Oh, yes, I could be there. I could be there in Parliament. Now, come on, dear. And I'm not having who's that speaker in the House of Parliament? Not having any of his cheek off. I beg your pardon. Don't you dare speak to me like that, young man. Dreadful, man. Bring back Betty Boothroyd. That's who we want. We want Betty. We want Betty. How old is she now? She's getting on a bit now, isn't she? We like Betty Boothroyd. So there we are. That's my suggestion there for the next general election. And we continue to watch the Donald and Hilary show. Much more fun to come yet, I'm sure. And the sad thing is, soon it'll all be over. And they'll have a new president, one or the other, I suppose. And then it'll all stop, won't it? The entertainment will be over. The fun will stop. I'm so disappointed. Am I? There's an email coming here. Hello to Chris in the US of A. Hi, Chris in Washington. Hi, Chris. Who says, I thought your Wednesday, October the 12th show. You're a bit behind, dear, aren't you? Wednesday the 12th of October show. Was that the one where I had been ill? I think it was. I thought your Wednesday the 12th of October show was absolutely brilliant. Fantastic story. Sad moments. Sad moments. Funny moments. And a legendary wasp incident. There's been no more wasps in this house, dear. I think the wasp that recently died in my Hoover sent out some sort of telepathic message to all other wasps in the area not to go through the Mirable Studios with the turning Mirable and the Union Jack light with new light bulb. Oh yes. The legendary wasp incident. I almost peed my pants with laughter. Chris, we're all adults, darling. You know, you haven't got to worry about peeing your pants after a certain age. It does happen to some of those of you who are older. It really does. Don't worry about it. Try not to discuss it with too many people. You know, with me and you, that's okay. Because there's only us. No one else is listening to this. Don't worry, there's no one else listening. It's only us. It's one of those little things, you know. As you get older, you will, you know, you'll be walking and it's a little bit sleeked out. It's just one of those things, dear. Don't worry, Chris. Also, in your most recent video, we asked if there are 4 presidential candidates. And Chris says there are actually a ton more. Check out this one. It's 100% real. I can't make this stuff up. And he sends in a YouTube video for Joe Exotic. I discovered Joe Exotic, the gay gun-carrying redneck with a mullet, the other day. We need this man for president. Joe Exotic 2016. He holds nothing back, so I'll watch that. Thank you very much for that, Chris. I'm super happy you are feeling better over here in America. We got worried about you not being on video. Did it make the news stories, Chris? Was I on NBC, CNBC, MSN, or CNN, the Clinton Broadcasting Network, is it? CNN. What's the other one that's very right? Fox. You're watching Fox. Fox News. But did I make Fox News? I think I'd be good at one of those programs. I think I'd be quite good as an American chat show host. What do you think? But I wouldn't need any guests. Well, I might have one guest. I might have one guest that I would love to appear on my... It's people like Barry Manilow, you know, proper stars, dear. Mega stars. Barry Manilow, Barbara Streisand, people like that. Not like Cheryl Cole, dear. The Spice Girls. Who are these people, dear? Raping my TV screens by just walking on them. Who are they, dear? No, go. Who are you? Who are you, dear? There you go, here's a mic. Sing live. Thought you wouldn't be able to do that. No, dear. Proper stars. That's what we want. Might have a few of those there. So if you could arrange that, Chris, I'll happily move to the United States of America. Somewhere nice, please. Not New York. Not New York. Too busy. Far too big. No cities, dear. No cities. What you'll have to do is get me home, perhaps next door to Barry Manilow in Palm Springs. A little helicopter to take me to and from my place of employment. I like the idea of that. Thank you, Chris. He says, we started putting your photos on milk cartons. See attached photo, which I shall show you here. And there you can see mine and Ronnie's pictures on the side of milk cartons with both missing, both from Mary Poppins Land, not to ask our date of birth, both with 2 eyes. The height, it says I'm taller than Ronnie, it just says he's taller than me when standing on the chair, and there's some other bits and pieces there. They're not quite sure what weight is meant by stones. Stones is correct weight. Yeah, so there we are on the side of milk cartons. Very clever how you did that, Chris. Thank you very much. And lovely to hear from you, sir. Some messages from yesterday's show. Ray Reynolds, who turned up at the quiz last night with his friend Peter from Essex Radio and came second to last. 7, 8 teams, they came second. What is wrong, Ray? You are supposed to be a man of great intelligence. I don't understand why you're not doing very well in the quiz. We were talking about the Poppy Factory yesterday, and Ray Reynolds says, Richmond and Poppy Day, the commander of the British forces in World War I, Field Marshal Earl Haig, in 1922, established the first Poppy Factory in Richmond, Surrey. On the site of the Lansdowne Brewery, Petersham Road. There was another Poppy Factory in Bermondsey. I didn't know about the one in Bermondsey, but yes, it's not actually on... I don't know what that road's called. It might be called Petersfield Road. I'm not sure. I think it's right off Petersfield. I'll try and remember to have a look next time I go down there. Thank you. Shirley, Shirley Slaymaker says, thank you, Chris, for the kind birthday tag. Funny that you remember the drinks in the bag. I don't know what you're talking about, Shirley. I didn't mention any names, darling. I did not mention any names. The tall one is Shirley and the shorter one is Sheila. We've been to Central Station and sung karaoke with glee. Your show is so funny that we laughed out loud. There's nothing funny. This is a seriously based chat show, Shirley, dear. Please don't laugh at my expense, dear. It's so funny that we laughed out loud. You certainly know how to please a crowd. I try and please as many people as possible. There used to be a little club I went to called Chariots, and I could please a lot of lads at the same time there, darling. I really could. We could come and see you once I've fixed my knees. You've got a bad knee, dear. Oh, get rid of it, Shirley, dear. These repairs don't work. Just chop it off. Chop it off, dear. Have a little wooden thing attached there. You can cut it to size. You can be even taller than it if you want to, then. We'll come and see you once I fix my knee. For some of Chris Reardon's tender, loving care. You know I'm a tender, loving care person, don't you? We'll send you a cheque and leave it blank so you can decide how much you want to bank. A penthouse view to host your show in style. A 4 million pad should make you smile. Lots of love from Sheila and Shirley. Thank you, ladies. Very kind. Very kind. I have not had any other offers of cheques yet, unfortunately. Very disappointing. We want that penthouse in Richmond Park. And Bertie Stevens says, thanks for the well wishes in your show yesterday. He runs a site called Flubit, Flubit, flubit.com. Have a look at that because it can save you money on stuff. Bertie, I wasn't sure what he was doing now, but he still runs Reach with Aaron B and Chris H on a daily basis, which is great fun. So that's great, Bertie. And nice to hear from you now. All right, let's do today's birthdays, boys and girls. Now, we've got a lot of birthdays today. Charlie Clark. Hello, Charlie. 40 today. There's a few people here I haven't seen for a while. Happy birthday, Charlie. All right, my darling. 40 today. Kevin Haynes. Hello, Kevin. Happy birthday to Kevin today. Now, let's see whereabouts are you, Kevin. I think you might be in... Are you in the States? I'm not sure where you are, Kevin. Not sure where you are, Kevin. No, don't know. Don't know. No, but never mind. Happy birthday, Kevin. Happy birthday today to Mick Fitzsimmons, 62 today. It's been a couple of years. One of Ronnie's uncles. I think you're a Ronnie uncle, aren't you? Mick Fitzsimmons. Happy birthday, Mick. Happy birthday to Grace Dallacusta. What a lovely name. Happy birthday, Grace. Nick Woods. There's another little face I haven't seen for ages. Very tall, Nick. Very tall. Happy birthday, Nick. Happy birthday to Steve Elcox. All these people I haven't seen for ages and ages. Scott Nunn. Happy birthday, Scott. 37 today. And happy birthday today to Serena. Oh, what a lovely name. Serena 1044 today. Happy birthday to you all, gang, all right? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Have a wonderful day, boys and girls. Time for me to dash out to the swimming pool now. Enjoy your Thursday. Thanks for watching and listening, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.